Hi. Hey there, it just got on. Just thought I'd take some questions since I haven't been live in about a week. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for saying nice things about my... Hey, Ruth, how are you? Hi, Mimo. Jessica, hi. Theodore, hi. Go Bills. David asked, can I make a costume for you? I don't make costumes for other people. It's my hobby. It's not my profession. So that's okay. Hi, Tyler. Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Everly. Oh, thank you so much, Omega. Hi, David. Oh, Ruthie made a con vlog. That's awesome. Go Bills. Theodore asked if I was at Rhode Island Comic Con. I actually wasn't this year. I had a conflict. My nephew was in a marching band competition, so we went to that. And it was Saturday night, so there's just kind of no way to get even Friday or Sunday in. So I didn't go this year, but that's a good con. I really like that one. Go Bills. David, have a good Thanksgiving too. Want to mention, there is a new feature on my live. It's called Jewels. I'm part of a pilot program with YouTube that we're testing it out. It's just a different way to use GIFs. So I'm mentioning it. You don't have to use it, but if you see a different icon up there or there, I'm not sure where it is. That's what that is. It's called Jewels. It's just another way to do gifting. It's a copy of TikToks. Instead of sending an exact dollar amount, you send a jewel that's equivalent of a dollar amount. But again, I don't expect gifts. I just, in case anyone's wondering, that's what that is. So, what's your favorite costume? Ooh, I get this question a lot. I don't have one favorite. But I'm partial to the ones where I had to put a lot of different skills into it, like leather work and 3D printing and painting and sewing and pattern making and a whole bunch of things. So costumes like the Mandalorian, the Armorer, Bo-Katan, those are the ones that I'm most proud of because just of all the different skills that went into them. I look like a ghost. Huh. Is it a filter? I'm not sure. Hi, Michelle. My favorite band. I don't know if I have a favorite band. I like a lot of female solo artists, like Pink and Ariana Grande, like stuff like that. Seb, here's your shout out. Oh, thank you so much that you like my Baby Yoda skits. They're fun to do. I'm working on one for this weekend about Thanksgiving leftovers. So, what do you think about the Chiefs? The Chiefs just find a way to win, man. I don't think they're as strong as the team that they've been in the past, but what differentiates good teams from great teams is they find a way to win, and they're doing that, so they're a great team. English or Spanish? I speak English. I took Spanish in high school, but I don't really remember much. Okay, have a good haircut. 13. My aunt knows the people that made the clothes for Agatha. That's very cool. The costumes in that show were fantastic. All right, see you, Taylor. I have not seen Wicked. I have been busy. I've been traveling. I've also been a little sick. So we are planning to see it this week. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I do not speak French, no. I mean, like a couple phrases, but I don't speak French. Bye, Gavin. Oh, Star, thank you so much. Greetings from Brazil. Hi, you're far away. My favorite costume to make. My favorite costumes to make are ones that are just sewing. Because there's no waiting. Like when you're 3D printing or painting, you have to wait for paint to dry. You have to wait for glue to dry. With sewing, you just sew. And that's it. There's no kind of these delays. So those are my favorites. Star Wars themed scout leader. That sounds amazing, Ruth. I can't wait to see it. Go Bills. Hi from the Netherlands. Hi. Isaac, I became really interested in cosplay after watching your videos. Hoping to meet you at a convention one day. Oh, I'm honored. I'm honored that you found cosplay because of me. Cosplay's for everyone. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. This team is the Buffalo Bills, NFL. I'm a big Bills fan. We need more of the actual life of the woman with the MCU skits. I just shot a whole bunch. I've shot with Lilia, so she's coming in next. I've shot some with Captain Carter, because I have that new cosplay now. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have Agatha because Agatha's a ghost, right? So I'm not sure if she's gonna come in. And same with Rio. Rio, I don't think like Rio hangs out in the afterlife. I think she just gets people there, like she's the bus driver. So, but yeah, I have a bunch shot. I just need to edit them because the Gamora makeup takes so long that when I get into it, I want to do a bunch at once. So I did a bunch halfway through the season, and then I did a bunch after the season. So hopefully I can do maybe post one a week. So favorite Disney park ride or attraction in Florida, it's for sure Guardians of the Galaxy, and then in California, there's a lot of good ones. I really like Mission Breakout, which is funny because I don't like Tower of Terror at all, but Mission Breakout is a hit. I like that one a lot. Your best friend's tortoise wants to name a shout out? Terry the Tortoise? That's a great name for a tortoise. Made a Winter Soldier arm. That's amazing. Oh, thanks for being here. Oh, thank you so much. Hi from Ireland. Wow, we people from all over. You should do an episode of Trooper Mom where Mando and Dad were Mando is defending the house from stormtroopers, and he finds out Trooper Mom was just inviting her friend. Oh, that's a cute idea. I haven't thought about. I feel like a Trooper Mom is a defector, and I don't know if she has Trooper friends that are out. But that's a cute idea. Someone asked if I'm excited for Skeleton Crew, and I am. I love the idea of Star Wars doing something different. You know, like a kids' adventure with kind of kids driving the action. We haven't seen anything quite like that before in live action. Pardon me. So I'm really excited for that. Hi from Naboo. Hi from Minnesota. You made a Beetlejuice costume for Halloween. That sounds amazing. Did you do your makeup and the teeth and everything? How did you get into cosplay? Well, I've always loved costumes, and so I took a sewing class, and I learned to sew, and I was kind of making clothes or baby clothes for friends' kids, and then I started making Halloween costumes. Oh, that's Slushy. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Thank you. Let me heart that. And so then it just kind of, I was researching a Halloween costume, and I discovered the world of cosplay. Like, oh, you can do Halloween costumes year round. I got really hooked. So, oh, hey, Catherine, how are you? I'm glad to be here for your snack time. Oh, Jen, I'm sorry to hear about your cat. My cat died about 2 years ago, and I'm still sad. Is there going to be another season of Agatha all along? I think what they've said, they haven't committed to it, but I think it was Kevin Feige or something said it, like D23 Brazil. Someone said that they're aware of how popular the Westview shows have been, WandaVision, though Agatha, and they want to explore more there. So I think it's a possibility. And then of course Vision Quest is coming, so that's going to be good too. But they haven't confirmed that it'll be another season of specifically Agatha all along. I don't think. Asteroid Destroyer the Hamster. That's a great name. Go Bills! JC the Shadow Commander asks, is working on a Mandalorian armor and having trouble with the helmet. Any tips for making it perfect? Just gotta keep sanding and more sanding. It's a ridiculous amount of sanding to get it really, really shiny and perfect, but the more sanding you do, the better it'll look. I don't know what material you're using, but that pretty much applies to most materials. And then making sure your coats of paint fully dry in between coats. So. Hi, go Bills. Favorite character from Agatha? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Agatha. But I liked them all, and I liked Alice. And I like Sharon too. You know, Sharon was just kind of minding her own business, wanting some friends, wanting to go to a party. I thought that was kind of heartbreaking. So. Nibbles the hamster. We're shouting out all kinds of guinea pig and hamster names. I've never had a hamster, but they seem cute. My favorite Thanksgiving food is easily the stuffing. I could have just a plate of stuffing and be so happy. That's it. I love the stuffing. I don't mind the other foods, but I don't, like if it was kind of culturally acceptable for to just eat like 4 helpings of stuffing and no turkey and no potatoes and no vegetables, I would do that. So, yes, I'm excited for Skeleton Crew. It's soon. It's December 3rd, right? So that's a week from this, tomorrow is going to drop. And I think they're going to drop 2 episodes. So it's exciting. Any new Star Wars is exciting. Yes, the Browns won against the Steelers. Steelers are really good too. That's a great win. Favorite Disney park is probably actually California Adventure in California. We don't get to go there a lot. And I just kind of love the vibe there, you know? Hello, I love your videos. Your husband should Loki if he hasn't already. I think he's a Doctor Strange guy. I don't think he'd make a good Loki. But I think it's a huge compliment that you think he would, because Loki's very charismatic. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, fun channel. All right, bye, Kiddo Blue. I think Wanda Maximoff for sure is not dead. I think they alluded to that pretty strongly in Agatha all along. I think Elizabeth Olsen has said she's up for more if the script is right and so forth. So I think we'll see her again. Hi, Angie. Favorite movie? I don't know if I have a favorite movie. I have go-to movies like that I'll watch over and over again for like if they're on the plane or something like that, you know. I don't think I have a favorite movie anymore. What I've just watched on the plane a bunch is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. That movie just, I think, I just think that movie is fun and kind of goofy and silly, but had great heart. I found the ending really moving. I don't know. I like that movie a lot, and then I think it really surprised me too, because the movie kind of came and went, and I didn't really know much about it, and then I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie is so good. Favorite book? Oh my gosh, so many. A classic book I always say is my favorite is *The Mists of Avalon* by Marion Zimmer Bradley. Marion Bradley Zimmer? Oh my gosh, why can't I get that right? Anyway, I love that book. That's the King Arthur story told from the woman's point of view. Oh, I just adore that book so much. Can you make an afterlife video with Agatha and her son? Well, the only thing is my afterlife is only for women, so Nikki wouldn't be there. And then Agatha, I think, deliberately says in the show she doesn't want to go to the afterlife because she doesn't want to face Nikki. So I think she's only ghosts. But I'm gonna make a video about that, about who gets to decide about ghosts and stuff. But I have an Agatha costume, so I'm ready to go. That's the one that I actually made, so. Jen, do you have any tips to make a cheap cosplay outfit? It totally depends. I don't know what you're making. So if you're making armor, it's totally different from if you're making something that's like all cloth. But thrift stores are a great way to kind of find and hunt for inexpensive materials. That's a great place to start. But it really just depends on what you're making. So armor, a great way to make good armor looking armor for cheap is to use foam and plastic dip it and paint it. And it can look just like, you know, metal or something like that. But again, it just depends on what you're making. Sawyer, I am married. Nibbles the hamster. I think I've shut out several times. Good old Nibbles. Favorite bird? What a cool question. You know, at our house we have a great blue heron that comes around, and that's really cool. It just moves so interestingly. It's like almost like a pterodactyl. So maybe great blue heron. That's a great question. So no one has ever asked me what my favorite bird is. So do you like Billy and Agatha? I do. I liked Agatha all along a lot. So I liked all the characters. I thought Billy was really well done. You got the Grogu plushie. Go Bills. That's awesome. Agatha All Along is a show on Disney Plus. Alice is your favorite character too. Alice is a good one. What do you use to slice your 3D prints? I use Simplify 3D. The only reason I use Simplify is because my previous printer That was one of the few slicers that worked with it. But that's the only reason why. I don't think it's that great. I just use it because that's what came with that was the only thing I could find that was compatible. It was expensive too. It was like $150. So now with so I just still use it even though I have a new printer, but I don't recommend it. I don't think you need to spend that kind of money. There's plenty of really good free ones. That's just the one that I had to use at the time. And even though I have a new printer now, I continue to use it just because I'm used to it. So if you have a character Inside Out 2, probably Joy. I think that's what you're asking. I just love that line in Inside Out 2 where she goes to Anxiety, like Anxiety says, I'm trying to protect her. And she says, well, if you're trying to protect her, why are you hurting her? I'm like, oh, that got me. I'm doing go. Just getting through some duplicate questions here. Stuffing and ham, right? Oh, stuffing is so good. And I don't need homemade stuffing. The stovetop from the box is straight fire. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, Christian guy, you should finish WandaVision. It's so good. How long have I been making videos? I started on TikTok in 2020, and I think I started on YouTube in 2022. So yeah, not that long, but I'm not brand new either. Why like the Bills? I'm born and raised in Western New York, so that's my hometown team. That's why I love the Bills. Can't wait for the Mandalorian movie, yeah? The Mando and Grogu movie. I hope it's good. I'm curious to see what that's going to be. Oh, Ruth, your dog's birthday is December 3rd? That's awesome. Is the mark still on Grogu? Yes, I don't have Grogu with me right now, but the mark is still on his hand. I actually don't mind. I thought I'd be way more upset about it. It's kind of like his scar, you know? It's really, and the biggest thing is, it's, for whatever reason, the way the iPhone adjusts for color, it is totally not noticeable on camera at all. So I don't mind it. It's just how it goes. Oh, thanks. These are just cheapy earrings. Actually, I don't even know where I got them. Doctor Strange is a good character. Favorite Marvel movies? Oh, that's a good question. I love Infinity War, even though that has like kind of a downer ending. Infinity War is just so well done. And there's not a bad Marvel movie. I like Thor Ragnarok a lot. I like Ant-Man. I like the Marvels, you know, I like them all, but those are kind of the ones that Endgame, you know, and then No Way Home is incredible. What visor would you recommend for a cardboard Mando helmet? If you want something really lightweight, you can find like on Amazon or some of those places like a really big sun visor. They sell not like a regular ball cap, but it's actually bigger, and you can just cut that apart and it doesn't weigh a lot. You can also there's like tinted sheets you can get, but those are kind of hard to find in specialty stores. Like a sun visor from Amazon is probably the cheapest, easiest thing to get. Least favorite Marvel movie? I don't know, least favorite, they're still pretty good. Like, I know people bash on Thor the Dark World, but I had Thor the Dark World on the other day, and I'm like, you know what, this movie is not bad. Oh, did I miss another gift? Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, whoever sent me $2, I'm so sorry I missed that. I must have been looking away. Thank you. And that funeral scene with Thor's mom with Freya is so moving. It's one of the most beautiful scenes in all Marvel movies. There's some I just gravitate more towards than others, but I think that's a question of personal taste, not quality of the movie. Like, I don't particularly rewatch a lot Captain America, the first one, but that movie is great. But I just don't find myself reaching for that one. That's fair. Did I bring a helmet? I did not bring a helmet, no. Go Bills. More of a Star Wars fan or a Marvel fan? That's such a good question. Daniel definitely I've been a Star Wars fan for much, 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 much longer. I've made way more Star Wars costumes. I find that I've enjoyed more Marvel projects recently, though, if that's fair. But at the same time, I think Andor is one of the best things either Star Wars or Marvel has done in the past, like, 5 years. So, you know, they're just both so different. Like, Marvel is this Earth world, and Star Wars is this complete other fantasy world, you know? So you can't really pick one or the other. They're just, it's like apples and typewriters, you know? Oh, that's Slushy. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yes, I do the Mando Grogu. Trooper Mom, that's me. Have I made a lightsaber at Disney World? I haven't. I've bought a pre-made lightsaber. Like I bought the Rey one, and I bought the Darksaber there at Disney World, but I've never made one. So. Day After Tomorrow, I love movies like that. Yeah, that's a good movie too. Where's my accent from? I don't think I have one, but I'm from Western New York originally, but I don't think I have the accent. Sometimes on certain words I'll hear that, like, or my vowels get real short, but I don't think I really hear it. But it's all subjective, right? Like, I don't think I have an accent from someone who doesn't, like, live in the United States. They probably think I have an American accent, you know? Favorite TV show? Ooh, that's a good one. I did like Agatha all along quite a bit. I liked WandaVision. I loved Westworld. We liked The Crown. I like Cobra Kai. So those are handfuls of ones I've really, really enjoyed. Favorite Star Wars book? Oh, man. I do like that original Thrawn trilogy, like the OG, those first Star Wars books. They were just so good. And I still like them quite a bit. So I kind of not, actually, you asking me that makes me want to read them again. Do you like Billy from Agatha all along or better in WandaVision? I like him the same. He's grown up now, so it's just the same character but more grown. I think it's the same. So Ruben asked a question about Agatha's dying and being a ghost. So I don't know if you talk about my series or the show, but I think you mean like in the Marvel universe. I don't think Agatha's dead. I'm sorry. I don't think Wanda's dead, which is why we haven't seen her as a ghost or whatever. I think she's just kind of like Nexus being kind of flitting around somewhere. Agatha, I think, chose to be a ghost because she didn't want to go to the afterlife and face Nikki. So, I think that's how I interpret what happens in the show. If you're asking what happens in my skits, kind of similar. Wanda's kind of there, she's kind of not there, and Agatha probably won't be there because she's a ghost. Christian guy is kind of going on and on about witchcraft and Agatha all along. I mean, it's fictional. It's not real. It's a show about superheroes in a fantasy universe. I respect your beliefs, but I'm just saying it's not like it promotes witchcraft. It just talks about magic in the Marvel universe. And that's a universe that already has like a guy with a magic hammer and guys with magic sorcery anyway. There was already magic in the universe. It was just magic from men. So if you like Marvel movies, when men have magic, it should be okay that women have magic too. Just because they use the word witchcraft, it's still just like pretend magic. It's not real. But that's just my opinion. I do like gorillas. Favorite singer? Oh, there's so many. But I did just see Pink in concert pretty recently. I guess a month ago or so now. And she's great. Is so great live. My favorite year? Oh, it's this year. Oh, a bird feeder with a camera. That's a great idea. I have family friends that call great blue herons dinosaurs. They do. They look like pterodactyls. You used to love my Trooper Mom Baby Yoda skits. They were so good. Well, you can still love them. I think they're still kind of good. I post one every Saturday, so check them out. I like that, Catherine. How about the coat showing up in the afterlife instead of just Agatha? I love that. I know, that coat didn't make it. Are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving? Yeah, I'm going to Western New York. Gonna see family. Wendy's or McDonald's? I think they're both good. I don't eat a lot of fast food. You know, I'll have it once and I'll be like, oh, this is so good. I don't need to have it again for a few months. But I think they're both good. I prefer McDonald's breakfast though than McDonald's like regular food, you know? Hey, Heather Feather. Favorite Disney Plus show? Ooh, it has to be Andor, for sure. And then favorite Marvel Disney Plus show is WandaVision. Baby Yoda's not in this room right now. I'm sorry. If I'd have to go up and get him and stop the live, sorry. What's the next costume we would make if I wasn't influenced by anybody? That's a good question. You know, it'd be a Dune still suit. I think those Dune still suits are so cool. And yeah, I just think that's a really cool design with all the tubes and the cape and the whole thing. That's what I would do. Oh, Delano, thank you for the gift. That's my first Jewel gift ever. Thank you. That's a new feature, the Jewels. It's I'm part of a pilot program here on YouTube to test gifting, this new gifting way out. It's basically copying TikTok. So instead of an exact dollar amount, you give like this icon and it's a dollar amount equivalent. So I don't expect gift from anybody. I just want to like chat with everybody, but that's what that is. And that was my first Jewels gift ever. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Did you like Wicked? I love the Broadway show. I have not yet seen the movie. I've been busy and then I've also been sick. I don't want to go to the movie theater while I was sick and get other people sick. So I think our plan is to go this week sometime. I'm not sure when. Oh, Sharky Games. There we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, is it freezing? Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Hi, Charlie. My favorite skit I've ever done? There was a skit a while back where it was about an X-Wing fighter dying and going to heaven and meeting Leia, who was God. And there was just something about that where I think all the jokes really, really hit well. I remember I finished writing that, and I do print out my scripts because I tape them to the tripod so I can refer to them when I'm editing. And I remember I printed them out, I looked at them, I'm like, man, this one was really well. I wrote this one well. So that's one. And then for Trooper Mom, the one where Grogu misses the shuttle to Jedi Sleepaway Camp. Just the way I lined up those shots looked even better than how I imagined it in my head. It turned out so perfect. I really like that one a lot. So. Favorite Star Wars? Ooh, that's a good question. My favorite Star Wars, I think, is Rogue One and Andor. There's something about that kind of time period right before New Hope that I really like a lot. I haven't seen Wicked yet. I'm excited to see it, but I saw the Broadway show, loved it. I don't think I'm planning on doing any Wicked costumes. But never say never. The Mando helmet is 3D printed, and then I sanded it and finished it myself. My favorite bounty hunter, Boba Fett, Mando, or Django? Mando. But they're all great. Do you like Captain America Winter Soldier? I do. It's not my favorite Marvel movie, but that's a good one. These earrings, where did I get them? I actually don't know. They're just kind of like cheap costume jewelry. Like, I really don't remember. Maybe like Kohl's or TJ Maxx or something place like that, you know, like an impulse purchase. Favorite Pixar character? Ooh, probably Russell from Up. Oh no, your custom lightsaber fell on your head. That's terrible. Hope you're okay. Have you ever gone to a convention in character? I mean, I go to conventions in costume, but not in character, if that makes sense, you know? When is the Boba Fett costume is not done, but I'm working on it. I got some new materials for the belt, so that's coming right along. The best costume I've made, I mean, that's subjective. But I think Mando turned out, when I put on my Mandalorian costume, I'm like, whoa, that doesn't even look like me. You know, I think that's the most transformative things I've made. And then Bo-Katan just has a ton of detail, and I'm really excited about that. Oh, thank you so much. I do like the Bills. Favorite Bills player? I had to pick the other day. Uh, a, a company reached out with the brand thing and wanted to send me a Bills jersey, and they're like, "What's your favorite player?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have so many. How can I pick just one?" And you know, I picked Khalil Shakir. I do have a thing for the receivers. I just think that's exciting, and that he leads the league and in catch percentage, I think is great. Like when Josh throws the ball to him, he catches it. Like that's exciting, and he does a lot of work in Buffalo with dog rescue organizations. And then we got a cute selfie together at training camp. So those all kind of put together to make my favorite. But my other favorites are Rasul Douglas. I think just he is a riot. Like when he's mic'd up, he just has some super funny things. And I do like receivers, and I like the cornerbacks and the safeties. I like the defenders a lot too. Um, and I like Ray Davis. I think he's exciting. I like his story. I follow him on Instagram, and he just had in his stories, he's just talking about how much he loved the Wicked movie. I thought that was really endearing. So yeah, so those are my favorites. But when I had to pick a favorite to get a jersey from, I picked Khalil Shakir. But I like all the Bills are great. So old Star Wars movies or new ones. I mean, they're all kind of old at this point, right? Like the last movie came out in 2019. That's 5 years ago. So, but they're all great. I can't pick. I think my favorite original trilogy movie is Empire Strikes Back. My favorite prequel movie is Revenge of the Sith. And my favorite sequel movie is The Force Awakens. And then my favorite anthology movie is Rogue One, but I also like Solo a lot too. You should watch Trooper on video in New York City. What would they be doing in New York City? Favorite Star Wars character? I can't pick just one. It's Leia, and it's Chirrut Imwe also from Rogue One, and Jyn Erso as well. I can't scan the lake. It's not cold enough. The ice is not formed yet. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Mike. Why aren't I answering questions? I'm trying to keep up. If you have a question and I haven't answered, just ask it again. I think I'm kind of behind, but I'm trying to get to all of them. Here's your shout out, Nightwalker 4321. Make a large Grogu costume? Oh, that would be funny. What football? I like obviously, Bills are my favorite. Favorite costume I've made? I've answered this, but it's any costume that requires a lot of different skills. So like Mando, Bo-Katan, the Armorer, Ahsoka, how they had 3D printing and leather work and sewing. Those kinds of costumes are my favorite. I have not done a Sabine costume. If I did one, I would do the live action Sabine. I like that one. No, I like that suit a lot. It's a little cold where I am, but I get cold easily. So if it's 50 degrees, I have a beanie on. I'm just always cold. Josh Allen or Von Miller? Josh Allen. I do like Wicked. I'm excited to see the movie. What inspired you to start creating content? I started making content. I mean, I made like cosplay content because I was in the cosplay community for a few years as a cosplayer, but just to like connect with friends. And then during the pandemic, we were all at home. I started making other kinds of videos because my friends were doing it, and I kind of went from there. Oh, you too, Catherine. Safe travels. Hi everyone. Thanksgiving is just a holiday here in the United States, where we usually eat turkey and get together with family and, celebrate what we're grateful for in the year. Oh no, you started choking on popcorn in the middle of Wicked. Oh, AK500, that's so kind of you. Thank you. You broke your arm, the blah blah duo. Hope you heal well. Oh, Cat B, thank you so much. What is my favorite Marvel character? It's probably Wanda, but I like Gamora a lot too. Mariley, thank you for watching my video. I'm so glad you and your sister like it. Hi, Valentina. Is it hard to 3D print something? No, it's hard to prepare to print 3D because when you're actually printing, you just hit a button and it goes. But to make sure it's oriented right, it's sized right, you give all your settings right. That's the hard part of 3D printing. My favorite place to go and eat. Oh my gosh, that's hard. I like going out to eat all the time. But I think my favorite, I do like a good fancy occasion, like a good steak dinner. I like Mexican a lot too. And Indian food. I love Indian food. You're a Jedi for Halloween. That's awesome. I do not know how to speak French. I do not have any pets right now. We had a cat. I had a cat for 14 years and he passed away 2 years ago. So, favorite color? Oh my gosh. Any sort of blue or purple is my favorite color. Go Bills. Oh, thank you, Annoyed Metagamer. More videos of my Spider-Man costume. Oh, I guess I haven't worn Spider-Man in a while. I'm not sure. That's a good reminder. I should put that one back on. Because that video of me making it, sorry, my nose is running. I've been sick this week and this weekend, so I'm just kind of getting over a cold. Yeah, that video of me making the Spider-Man costume I was saying has gotten a lot of views, so. Favorite Star Wars movie? I can't pick just one. It is The Force Awakens, Empire Strikes Back, and Rogue One. If I would rate Moon Knight, where would I rate it? Like, I don't know, like a 7 out of 10? It's funny, Moon Knight, some people love Moon Knight. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Is that fair? It didn't like hit for me, but I enjoyed it. I don't have one bad thing to say about it. But some things just like, it wasn't my cup of tea. But no criticisms, no critiques. Good story, well told, great performances, looked great, really, really creative, you know? Make a movie. I'd love to make a movie. What would my movie be about? Well, Halloween costume I did this year, I did two. We did From Inside Out, Riley's parents, my husband and I. We did that at Disney World for a party, and then to actually hand out candy, it was unseasonably warm, so we did like big milk and cookie costumes. So it's kept it really easy this year. I don't understand why you would get on a live and insult somebody, but I guess if that's what you want to do here, cool. This is being kind of mean. So I'm gonna probably wrap this up because I don't need to sit here and hear people type mean things. I have better things to do with my time. But so I'll take a couple more questions and then I'll probably wrap this up. Josh Allen or Amari Cooper? Ooh, that's a tough one. They're both so talented, right? Could we have them both? Josh Allen throw to Amari Cooper? Jeremy's here, he's just working. Oh, this is a good question. What happened to overlaying Jeremy's voice with your own? I don't know. It kind of was like this style I did for a while, and then it kind of it kind of evolved to doing what Jeremy was doing. I don't know. It kind of seemed like this. I'm glad you asked, but I don't know. It just kind of evolved into, because Jeremy's so adorable and charismatic. It was sort of fun to kind of not have it acted out, but actually Jeremy showing what he's doing with his day as sort of like a live, not live, but like a vlog kind of thing. Just the style evolved. I'll be skating on the lake this year if the lake freezes, but it's usually, when it has frozen, it's not been until like January, February when it gets really cold. It just hasn't been cold yet like that. We've only gotten like a little bit of snow, so. Least favorite Star Wars character? I usually like Newt Gunray, that guy, the separatist guy, those Trade Federation doofuses. I don't like them. You know what I mean? Calm down, Trade Federation. You sprained your collarbone? Oh no. Captain Phasma costume, that would be very cool. I'm not sure that's for me though. That's a lot of armor. But that's a very, very, very cool costume. Do I like the Yankees? I was rooting for the Yankees this year once the Mets were out of it. Yankees and Mets. I think you can root for both. Okay. Favorite Star Wars movie moment? That's a great question. You know what? It's actually from Rise of Skywalker, which is not my favorite Star Wars movie, but that moment, the scene between Kylo and Han, I think that just was so perfect. Perfect. That's kind of makes that whole movie for me, you know? The like the Hey Dad and I Know. Oh, perfect. Rest of that movie, I had, wasn't all my favorite, but that moment popped right to mind as one of my favorites. And then also in Rogue One at the end where she uploads the plans and Admiral Raddus goes, she did it. I like that moment. She did it. Dang right she did it. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, IDK, happy birthday. Hi, that one Roblox dev. I really liked Agatha all along. Oh, Ariana, thank you so much. I feel sick and kind of like really tired, but I appreciate you saying nice things about the way I look. Hi, Emily. Okay. Emily, there's your shout out. I hope you heard me. Being a relationship, your advice, be yourself and don't change yourself for someone else. And if you find yourself not comfortable or relaxed, that's not right. You know what I mean? You should be able to be yourself. Justin, hope you have a happy birthday tomorrow. Live chats are hectic. Stephon Diggs of the Bills or Gabe Davis? I mean, neither on the Bills anymore. And unfortunately, both are out for the season with injuries, which is a huge shame. I did like Stephon. I was a Stephon fan. So I was really, really blindsided when we traded him away. But I hope he heals well. I think he's an exciting player. We do Thanksgiving that's pretty traditional. Turkey, stuffing, potatoes, cranberry, the whole thing. Oh, Ariel, thank you. That's so kind of you to say. Cat B, here's your shout out. And I don't have any pets. We had a cat, but unfortunately our cat passed away. I'm not wearing a wig. I did like the Bad Batch. Thanksgiving is Thursday. Sabine Run is not in my plan, but if I did a Sabine Run, I would do the live action one. I do have one Padme costume. I have the pilot Padme from Attack of the Clones in the very first scene. So Justin Jefferson or Stephon Diggs? Stephon Diggs. I did see the movie Red One, actually. I got to go to the New York premiere, which was really fun. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I really liked it. I had a good time. There was a really, really, really good movie in there. I maybe kind of didn't quite hit, but I thought it was a blast. I had a good time. And the best thing was that you could tell that like J.K. Simmons and Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans were having a great time. And that really shone through, and that made me enjoy it even more, Oh, that's so kind of you, Darth Vader Jr. Will I make a Paz Vizsla costume? That's not on my plan. That's kind of a big armor with a big pack and that big gun. I don't think that's for me. But that's a very, very cool costume. Oh, hi, Lena. I am hoping Wanda comes back, and I think she will. You know what I mean? She's such an exciting character, and I think Agatha all along proved how much people really are enjoying those stories in that universe. And Elizabeth Olsen has said she's up for it, so I think there's a good chance. Wendell, let's mention one more time. There's a new feature on Vertical Lives called Jewels. It's basically instead of like a dollar amount, you can gift these jewels or like little icons, and they equate to a dollar amount, and you can like trade them with people. I'm not asking for gifts. It's not in this economy would I do that. Please don't spend your money on me. But if you're wondering what that was, and also I'm part of the pilot program, so I have to mention it. But that's what that is. And I appreciate I've gotten a few dollars here. So thank you so much, everyone who's gifted. That's really, really, really kind. So I do not speak Dutch. Nashville Comic Con. I would love to go to Nashville. I have good friends there, but if you know people in that convention, ask them to invite me. I'd love to go. Thank you. I was really sick a couple days ago, but I'm feeling much better today, and hopefully by tomorrow I'm totally fine. I can be gone for Thanksgiving. Will I ever make a skit about the IG-11 for Grogu? Oof, that would be an amazing like skeleton to build. Probably not though. I don't know if that's like, where would I put it? But that would be really exciting. I do not speak Spanish. I took it in high school, but American languages, they don't really teach it that great. So, okay, so a few more questions. I am going to wrap it up because I know it's early. It's only 4 o'clock here, but I actually haven't had lunch yet, and so I'm super hungry. But favorite Bad Batch member? Ooh. He's not my favorite, but I'm really interested in Crosshair's arc. I thought he was really fascinating to watch. You know, he changed and developed the most. And I thought that was really interesting. So, am I part of the 501st? I am actually. I don't really talk about it much because I don't want to ever get anyone the idea that that is the only way to Star Wars cosplay, but I am a member. I've met some great people through it. I'm proud of it, so. I have seen Wicked the show. I've not yet seen Wicked the movie, just been traveling and then I've been sick and I don't want to go to the movie theater sick and get other people sick. So, but hopefully later this week I'll get to see it. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'm in the United States. Oh, that is an interesting question, Hamster. Have I ever made a Trooper Mom that I've scrapped or filmed that I didn't post? I don't think so. The only one I can think of that I did, I joined YouTube a couple years after I did TikTok. So for a while I was posting past TikToks on YouTube. And the only one I never posted was one that was about Grogu listening to music, because I used all these music tracks, so it had gotten just like copyright stricken immediately on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have all this pop music one after the other, that'd have been just a no-go. So, and even on TikTok, it got like buried because of all, it was super new. It was like the third Grogu skit I ever made because I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So that one I never post and is not on YouTube because the music would strike it, and it actually wasn't that good anyway. It didn't really flow. I sometimes I'm editing, I'm like, oh, this one is really good. Something I'm editing, like, man, this feels like this isn't like flowing good. That one did not flow good. And then with the copyright music, that one. So you guys aren't missing anything. But that was the one that I shot and never put on YouTube. But I think they're all on YouTube. Even some ones that I made that were very like topical, like if they were about a specific, like the Patriots or whatever, I still posted them later. But that one I never post on YouTube just because of technical and then kind of structural reasons. So that's a great question. I had to think about that for a second. Like, yeah, that music one, that was no good. Yes, so Grogu and Trooper Mom, I post them. Oh, I got another jewel gift. How come I can't see these? Thank you for the gift, whoever just sent me another 15 jewel one. Thank you. They're on Saturdays. I'm ready for a few of them. I've done a couple about going to bed. This Saturdays will be about Thanksgiving leftovers. And then I've done one with Mando about a spider in the room, I think. Those are the few that I've shot and have to edit. So, yeah. And then probably by the time those all post, it'll be time to get into like Christmas lists and Christmas time again. So, Mub VR, hi, here's your shout out. And yes, I think White Vision is alive because we didn't see him die. And hi, Remington Morningstar. Favorite Star Wars Lego set has to be the big giant, the Galactic Republic cruiser that I put together like last Christmas time. That's my favorite. So, all right, everyone, I am going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everyone that had nice things to say. And I'm going to try to go live every week. Kind of every weekend has been usual for me. I didn't go the weekend just because I was sick, so I'm going on Monday. So every weekend I'm going to try to go live. We'll just see how it goes in terms of, I want to be able to schedule it and let you guys know in advance, but I just didn't get a chance this weekend because, again, I was sick. But thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for the gifters and the great comments and for watching and supporting my videos. I really, really appreciate it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks again.